Okie doke. Hello guys, welcome to Homework Review. So real quick, let's just plug these numbers in. So the first problem I ask you to do is 2 times the absolute value of x plus 2. So when I do this, let's try, what's my vertex? I don't have an h, I do have a k. So I start with 0, 2, and I say with absolute value, we are fine to go 2 down, and then 2 up, like normal. So 2 times the absolute value of negative 1, right? What's the absolute value of negative 1? Positive 1. What's 2 times positive 1? 2. And what's 2 plus 2? 4. I'm going to be doing some of these steps in my head as I go. I'll say them out loud. If this is a problem and if you need me to write these out, let me know in GroupMe and I will redo this with writing the steps out. 2 times the absolute value of negative 2 plus 2. What's the absolute value of negative 2? Positive 2. So what's 2 times positive 2? 4. What's 4 plus 2? 6. Now down here. 2 times the absolute value of 1 plus 2. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4. 2 times the absolute value of 2 plus 2. What's 2 times 2? 4. 4 plus 2, 6. So I graph these 5 points. Don't go left or right. Oh, I'm sorry. Go left 2, up 6. Left 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My brain short-circuited, sorry. Left 1, up 4. Left 1, 1, 2, 3, up 4. Don't go anywhere left or right. Go up 2. 1, 2. Go right 1, up 4. Right 1, up 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio recording. Test, test. Yes. Right 2, up 6. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I end up with a shape something like that. Hope you guys got the same shape. Basically a skinny absolute value shape. And it's skinny because of this 2, which is a bum-ba-da-bum, a vertical stretch by a factor of 2. And this plus 2 is a vertical shift up 2. Okay, let's move to this one. What is my vertex here? Opposite of h, so plus 3 that turns into negative 3, and keep k, 3. Cool. So let's go down 2 and then up 2. So down 2 would be negative 4, negative 5, and up 2 would be negative 2, negative 1. I think this kind of threw people for a loop because you think, how can I have negative numbers with an absolute value? But the important thing to keep in mind is, what's the bigger concern is making sure that the numbers that are in there end up positive, not that they are positive right now. So for negative 5, I don't have a whole lot of room, but I'll make it work. I'll write it up here. Absolute value of negative 5 plus 3 plus 3. What's negative 5 plus 3? Negative 2 plus 3. Negative 2, the absolute value of negative 2 is positive 2, so 2 plus 3 is 5. Let's try negative 4. The absolute value of negative 4 plus 3 plus 3. What's negative 4 plus 3? Negative 1 plus 3. What's negative 1 absolute value? Positive 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. Now I know, because I told you, that if I have these two numbers going this way, I'll have the same two numbers going this way. It was the same on this problem. 249, 246, 246. 345, 345. So I'm not going to bother with extra math if I don't have to. So left 5, up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left 4, up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left 3, up 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Left 2, up 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then left 1, up 5. Left 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. So when I trace it, I get my little absolute value v right there. Yay! What are my transformations? This was a horizontal shift, because it's h. Which way? Well, I take the opposite of plus 3, so it's left 3. What's this? A vertical shift, up 3. And do I have any stretch or compression? Nope. So that problem's done. Now for the mama. I don't know why I said it like that. Now for the big boy. This is the one that gave people issues on issues. And I knew it would, and I'm sorry, but I'm actually not sorry. So, I didn't mean for this to be that much trouble. Let's do it like normal. What's the vertex? -1, opposite of h, so +1, -2. All right. So I go down 2, so that's 0, -1, up 2, 2, 3. Now I plug my numbers in. And apparently this is what gave people issues. So plugging in my -1. Negative, absolute value of -1 minus 1 minus 2. Okay, never mind. I see why it gave you issues. So what's -1 and -1? -2. What's the absolute value of -2? +2. So that's negative +2 minus 2. Because I think what gave you guys trouble was this sign is carried down. So even though this negative turns into a plus right here, that negative is still there. So what's negative +2? -2 minus 2, and that gives you negative. Oh, I was showing you all that and it wasn't on screen. -2 minus 2 gives you -4. So let's try the next one. 0. So negative 0 minus 1, yeah, minus 2. So my negative here carries down. What's 0 minus 1? -1. So what's the absolute value of -1? +1. So my negative carries down, and then I have a +1 minus 2. So negative +1 is really just -1 minus 2, and that gives me -3. And if it's -2, -3, -4, it's also -2, -3, -4. So these are my points. Let's graph them. Left 1, down 4. Left 1, down 4. Don't go left or right, down 3. Don't go left or right, down 3. Go right 1, down 2. Right 1, down 2. Right 2, down 3. Right 2, down 3. Right 3, down 4. Right 3, down 4. And thus I end up with the shape. Some of you guys ended up drawing it like a parabola. Please be careful and not do that. I know what you were trying to do, so obviously I wasn't going to count off points. But please make sure that we're talking about absolute value functions, not parabolas, so make sure it looks like this. So it ended up giving you an upside down absolute value. So what are our transformations here? Why does it look like this? The negative sign. We haven't seen that buddy in a while. So the negative sign says that we reflect over the x-axis. Basically meaning that it's upside down. Don't forget that one. -1 is our h. We have a horizontal shift. Which direction? It's negative, so we flip that to positive. Right 1. Vertical shift. Down 2. And cowabunga, we're done. So, if you're still struggling on this graphing stuff, please let me know. Hopefully sooner rather than later, given that, what does our calendar say? Given that Wednesday we're going to have our take-home big old fat graphing quiz. I'm going to do a little bit of a review tomorrow at the end of the video for those of you guys who are still struggling. It would really help me if you guys could send me what exactly you guys are struggling with in graphing, all the way back from linear till now, so I could do that and hit it especially hard. The chemistry homework was literally just finding stuff in the textbook definitions. So I don't feel like that's needed to cover today. If you have any questions, reach out to me personally. But thank you for tuning in.